Hello everyone! Journey's End is my third book and second self-published title. It took quite a long while to get this book from my head to large retailers such as Amazon and Barnes & Noble. In this video, I will discuss where my idea came from and the ups and downs of writing this incredible book. I guess I will do this in parts. Part 1, The Journey of Journey's End. In 2005, I was 17 and a camp counselor. There I assisted in a creative writing class. The campers were to write and I just sat there bored, so I drew a picture. It was a simple thing, a young girl running in a forest with a long flowing outfit. It was just to pass the time, but as I looked at that picture, I became intrigued with this character. Who was she? Where did she come from? Where was she running to? The idea was growing and it stayed in my mind for years. It wasn't until 2008 when I decided to write about this character and her world. The young girl was named Naran, and she was leaving the forest to her home in the desert. Funny enough, the rest just flowed. I created a war in which she was thrust into, and a long-lost sister who she had to reunite with. At that time, my creative mood was going strong, but my personal life was bleak and terrible. Writing was my way out and into a world that was full of adventures and wonders. However, the misery of my real life spilled into my creative one, and in 2010, I stopped writing altogether. My book was halfway finished and handwritten at the time. It was put on the back burner for 6 years. Around 2015, I accepted a job in Tokyo, and in 2016, I began a new journey as an English language teacher. Japan was the lifesaver I needed and really helped me keep my calm. Mid-2016, I made the decision to get back into finishing Journey's End. However, the book just seemed so terrible. Naran was one-dimensional, the other characters were far more interesting, and the side story of the fortune teller was just weird. I scrapped the entire thing and rewrote it from scratch. This time, I typed it up. I was back into the zone and took my time fleshing out all of the characters, especially Naran. In 2017, it was finished and ready to publish. Part 2, The Inspiration of Journey's End. The entire story centers on a young girl named Naran. The central characters and where they are from are heavily inspired by Mongolia. Naran means sun, and her sister's name, Saran, means moon. Many of the characters from the fictional country of Deval have Mongolian names. When creating characters, I often try to find names that are unique and different. Deval is also heavily inspired by Mongolia in that it is a huge country with more land than anything. Naran's home and where the story first takes place is in the village of Dara. Dara is on the outskirts of Deval and is much like the Gobi Desert. The setting like this is calm, distant, and a perfect place to start the story. Dara isn't the only location in Journey's End. There is the City of Ten, Hale, the Northern Lands, and many other fascinating places. Each one has its own identity, people, culture, and contributes to the story in various ways. I guess you could say that I am inspired by the world around me and create a fictitious one as a result. In another video, I will discuss in depth the characters and the world of Journey's End. Please like and subscribe to this video. Until then.